Not that long ago, it was almost impossible to find anything bicycle related, whether it be a brand new bicycle that you're looking to upgrade to, or components that you're either looking for service parts on, or just a whole new group set for your bicycle to upgrade to. Shoes, clothing, helmets, whatever it was, bicycle related was almost next to near impossible to find. There were no discounts. The bicycle industry was thriving, manufacturers were thriving, retailers were thriving, e commerce sites were thriving as well. It didn't seem like anything could go wrong until it slowly started to go wrong. Manufacturers were going to retailers with open orders, asking for more orders. Retailers were seeing that there was still a demand for it. They would overorder, basically go into the grocery store with empty stomachs, over ordering because they saw the money coming in. And what happened was people started to get greedy. They placed their orders, manufacturers placed their orders to factories, and basically what happened is current economics started to slow down, inflation began to kick in, and basically we got left with zero demand and a lot of inventory. The bicycle industry 10 years ago was not known for Black Friday sales. It didn't really thrive off Black Friday sales. You never really saw big name manufacturers go out with these massive doorbuster deals. It was really just mainly the small retailers or big retailers, and also e-commerce sites maybe doing old inventory dust check, maybe some accessories, tools, gloves, clothing, stuff like that, or bicycle retailers like myself looking to move some of their dusty inventory like some $600, $700 mountain bikes, or maybe like $1,000 road bikes. Maybe we'll have doorbusters like, hey, buy 4 tubes, get 4 free, something like that. But the bicycle industry was never really known to do massive 50, 60, 70% off bicycle deals until today's current situation. I've been talking about the bicycle industry for a very long time, being in the retail space for me working at the store for 15 years, but our store being owned for 40 years by my father, and it's been our family business for the longest time. This all right here is new to us, but my latest videos talking about the bicycle industry, a lot of other retailers have said they've felt the same effect. That they've noticed that there's just been such an influx of inventory because of this massive overorder that literally it seems like there's just a race to the bottom where everyone's trying to dump their inventory and get to it. So the question really is this Black Friday going to be the savior that the bicycle industry is looking for? Will these deals be good enough to kind of reset the bicycle market and make everything right again? Or is everyone just pretty much overstuffed on prices? Or maybe they already got their fix of a new bike during those COVID times. Maybe they already got their new fix of these discounts of other massive e-commerce like Wiggle going out of business, or other stores just looking to make room. There are deals to be had forever. So what is the difference to the Black Friday today? These deals that are going today for these Black Friday prices are absolutely insane. Just thinking that 2 years ago, you couldn't find a Shimano Ultegra group set. You couldn't find a SRAM Red group set to save your life. You couldn't find a SRAM Red crank to save your life. People are paying over that top dollar for it just to find or complete their bicycle for that time being. But these deals you're seeing now, you're seeing companies like Wiggle who are claiming bankruptcy, 80% off. You're seeing Specialized come out here with Black Friday sales 50, 60% off. You're seeing Canyon even out there, 50% off, a direct consumer website for bicycles. They're feeling the squeeze. And you're even seeing the China market, the cheap, affordable market, start to have their Black Friday deals, maybe because they have too much inventory as well. They have some crazy deals for consumers to talk about. And then last but not least, this other guy took effect during COVID as well and really blew up. The Pros Closet, the certified pre-owned kind of thing. This was so hot during that COVID time. They were literally selling used bikes for new bike prices. And at the time, they thought they couldn't fail as well. I mean, not that they're saying they can't fail, but they thought that there was no downside to this. They're buying these used bikes for such a premium, selling them for such a premium. And then as soon as that light switch started to flick off, what happened was they're buying these used bikes for such a premium and then not selling them. So now we're seeing even the Pros Closet sell certified pre-owned used stuff with the doorbuster deal for Friday, probably selling to consumers for what they paid for it, just looking to get their money back to try to regain some capital. But we'll talk about them later on in the episode. But there are some new bikes here that are literally really good prices. And you guys are probably wondering, hey, Grant, how is there new bikes on a certified pre-owned website? Well, other retailers like myself, and maybe we'll probably be a little bit guilty of it. When we had all this inventory and when we were trying to clear space, which I talked about a year ago, when saying, hey, we have a lot of inventory, we set a plan of a number we wanted to get to. We, as other people, we put sales out there to try to get back some of the money that we recouped or put into inventory. So not only were we running sales in store, but we were also reaching out to the Pros Closet, the Cycle Limiteds, the bicycle companies, these certified pre-owned companies to sell some of our inventory to. Say, hey guys, we have some of these new bikes. Do you guys want some of these new bikes? And I'm sure other stores have done that as well. So we'll talk about them later on. But let's go first into these Black Friday sales to see, one, how crazy these things are, because some of these prices are below what I can even buy them for, which is absolutely insane. And two, is this going to fix the bicycle industry? Oh, by the way, guys, I got an ad blocker too. I finally got an ad blocker for you guys, so I don't want to hear nothing anymore. Look at this. Look at this real quick. Oh, crap. Right here. Look at, there's no more ads on the side. This is great. You guys are all like, yo, you should get one, you should get one, you should get one. I was like, no. I got one. And it's like kind of one of those things, like those aha moments, like I should have done this a while ago. But I'm not going to give you guys any credit because I'll take all the credit. But let's go into these Black Friday prices right here. Starting off with some of these massive blowouts. Again, Shimano. Shimano had a really down year, or a really down quarter recently. I think they're like 23% under profits and under sales as well. During this time that SRAM was kind of offloading this stuff, when I made this video last year about the Black Friday, SRAM was doing a heavy discount on cranks, cassettes, full group sets, everything like that. And Shimano was still this kind of demand for it because Shimano was still kind of new and Shimano was still kind of struggling to release products. So there was still this kind of demand for Shimano stuff. Yes, people are still offering discounts because they could kind of see the trend that SRAM was going to, but it was still kind of hard to get stuff. So when SRAM was pushing out all of this crazy discounted price stuff, Shimano was still there. Now it seems like the turntables have turned. Shimano is running crazy discounted kits, and I saw this 2 months ago being a dealer from Shimano Direct. It wasn't this steep, but you can get a full Shimano Ultegra 12-speed Di2 group set for 1,374 euros, which comes to 1,443 USD dollars. This group set is $2,600. Okay, mind blowing. That's what this group set retails for. This is chain, cassette, bottom bracket, everything that you can pick whatever configuration you want. 170, 172.5, 175 crank arm. You can pick your configuration for your cassette as well. Crazy. I only have been seeing really big discounts for the Ultegra stuff. I don't know if maybe they get over ordered, maybe manufacturers are canceling orders, maybe they're sending them back. I really haven't seen for the Dura-Ace stuff, and it seems to be a kind of trend. It seems like I always mentioned, that the 1%er stock, the S-Works, the premium stuff, the SLR stuff, that stuff's still selling. The Dura-Ace is SRAM red. But now this mid-tier kind of stuff is sitting there trickling in, and people, and the mid-tier stuff is more aimed towards the middle class, like me. I would consider myself a middle class, but we're all feeling this inflation squeeze right now. So our money that used to go to, our fun money, I like to call it, that used to go to these parts and the stuff like that, we're going more towards groceries, towards gas, towards house bills, towards my electric bill. My electric bill used to be $220. My electric bill now is $400. So all this stuff that used to be aimed towards this middle class stuff, we're starting to feel a squeeze on this, and it looks like Shimano is as well, having an influx of Shimano Ultegra groups. And this is from merlincycles.com. This is from a e-commerce website. They paid for this promotion on road.cc to have an article written about them, which you can pretty much find right here, and they highlight the deals they get off. But this is from one e-commerce site. I want you guys to understand that. Not my store, not 1,500 other retailers in the United States, not X amount of retailers in the Europes or over the seas or across the pond. This is just from them. That's crazy. Again, and I will just say this between me and you guys confidently, that is below what I get it for. Okay? So that is an insane deal, and that just shows to me that Shimano might just have a crazy amount of inventory, or maybe Merlin just got a little bit too gun happy or trigger happy, and the buyer from Merlin's like, oh, this is the best deal ever. Buy all of it. I'm going to get such a good raise. And maybe you bought too much, and now they're trying to get rid of it. But when they have all of these in stock, that's a telltale sign of over inventory right there. Going down, they also have a really good deal on, again, Shimano Ultegra pedals. Again, the 1%ers are probably buying Dura-Ace. They don't feel a squeeze at all. They're like, what the hell's a recession anyways? They can buy Dura-Ace. But like me and you guys, again, the Ultegra stuff, these pedals are usually $180 to $200. They're selling these things for $79 at 51% off. Absolute deal. Again, probably below what I can get them for, allegedly. A carbon fiber pedal. Really nice bang for the buck there. Absolutely insane. So again, they probably just have an over or influx of these as well. If you go on to Merlin, they do have really good deals on group sets. I was actually blown away by this. This is their Shimano group set section, so I don't know if just Merlin's been struggling with Shimano stuff, but 105 group sets, $624 for the 12-speed mechanical stuff. I made a video about the 12-speed mechanical stuff saying who's this for. It's a $1,000 group set. They have $624 for a 12-speed mechanical group set. You mechanical group set guys that always say stuff, there's your group set right there. There's your sign. All right. So, again, I just think that there's just a crazy amount of order. On to the SRAM stuff. This is from competitive. This is from another one of these road.cc articles. This to me is absolutely mind-blowing again. Now I know that there's rumors of new SRAM stuff coming out. I know that there's rumors or there's been a patent release on, I did a video on that as well, of a new SRAM Red to come out. This SRAM group set's been on the market for about 5 years. It's still an amazing piece of technology. 2x12 electronic group set. It's been out for a very long time. We know it works really well. But this 5-piece kit right here that used to be $2,400 is $1,000. Is this going to fix the bicycle market? I, again, and I've said this multiple times, think that there's not just trends, but competitive cyclists. Myself, SRAM.com, JBI, Quality, Holly, all these places that either supply to retailers or supply to direct consumer have such a crazy amount of SRAM stuff still. SRAM Red. That's the reason why this SRAM new group set is taking so long to release. I don't know what this is. I really don't know what this is going to do to the launch of the new group set, because if everyone who's looking to buy a top tier group set goes out and buys a SRAM Red group set, they usually might just say, I don't need it. So it's definitely going to hurt the sales, I think, of the release. And I think they're just trying to put a lot of time between these sales and dropping these group sets before the new release of the other product to maybe give some people recoup some money. But yeah, I mean, just I'll skim over these deals as well. $8,500 stump jumper prototype for $7,000, $1,500 off. You might be like, well, Grant, that's an old bike or that's old components. No, this is the new T-type stuff. This is the brand new release XO T-type of the direct mount derailleur hanger. There's nothing old about this bicycle. This is definitely 2023 or 2024. It's just, I think, again, specialized mountain bikes in general, not even specialized. Santa Cruz, Specialized, Trek, these big trail mountain bikes, big travel mountain bikes, they're been unheard of for us. I don't know if it's just South Florida. Obviously, people are like, oh, who's mountain biking in South Florida? There's not even a conversation of it. There's not even people calling us about it. We used to sell stump jumpers like crazy around here. We used to sell Epics like crazy around here. We used to sell Epic Evos like crazy around here. I don't know if maybe just the mountain bike guys have such an influx of a community where they're able to buy used stuff from, like Pink Bike, like Pro's Closet, or maybe the mountain bike guys just say, hey, they're just much more relaxed about the road stuff or against the road bike guys, and they're just definitely more content with what they have. But I don't know. But also Specialized and all these other e-bike companies out there are putting out huge discounts on these e-bikes because, again, during those times of those e-bikes of COVID, e-bikes were the thing. I think, again, just over ordering and less demand now. These are some crazy deals. You get a really good price point here. This is a Turbo Como that was $4,750 down to $3,249. This is all really nice internal gear hubs. I mean, I'm just so surprised that that's how cheap that is. And then we go down to the space. I want to talk about these guys right here. Winspace. I've sold Winspace wheels. We're actually a Winspace dealer as well. And this sale obviously hurts us as a dealer. But they have some insane deals on here. And I think that even the Chinese companies were affected by this over inventory stock. I think as well, when all these big name manufacturers were also selling during COVID times, I think Winspace is also in that realm of being one of those people to sell a ton of group sets as well. So I think that they also overorder on their frames, overorder on their wheels, because they're running some of the craziest deals I've seen for these. Check this out. Real quick. Not only are they doing these frames that used to be $1,750, $1,780, they're bringing it down to $1,350. But then you have those dealer codes like mine that I give you guys, GC Performance 10. They'll give it another 10% off. They're utilizing what Black Friday is used for. Black Friday is always known for retailers to be able to clear out old inventory to bring in for the new year. They definitely are clearing out some of these things, and I've talked to some people at Winspace as well who said Yes, they're very steep and aggressive discounts. Yes, their profit margin isn't as big and crazy as the bigger guys. But again, I think a lot of these companies took their money they made during that COVID time, reinvested it into their company and reinvested in their product. And now they have all this inventory sitting there and they want to get some of their money back and capital back to move on to bigger and better things. But it's crazy to see even these really competitive priced Chinese companies even fall into that effect of that bubble of over ordering. And then down to Canyon has some crazy deal. Canyon has a crazy deal on this bike. Bikes that just launched literally this year. $7,000 on the 65. Canyon Aero Road. $5,000 on the 45. $6,000 on the 56. I mean, these are literally brand new Aero Road frames that you're still getting discounts on. Then down to the Pro Closet, guys, which I told you guys to talk about real quick because the video is going on a little bit too long. I mentioned before that they literally have just so much used bike inventory, and it's not just used bike. They also have components, tires. I mean, literally, they bought everything used, and they're selling this stuff. And you're seeing some of this stuff on this website brand new. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to the bicycle industry, because not only do retailers have to compete against e-commerce, manufacturer going direct to consumer, now you got certified pre-owned selling brand new bikes with condition, new with warranty, that were $10,000 bikes down to $7,000. That's an insane deal. If I'm looking for a bicycle, why not start searching for these things? Why not start looking at these bicycles? It's absolutely mind-blowing to me, other prices. But again, I think that they're just really in this kind of limbo. Look at this. This is a gorgeous looking bike. I think they're really just kind of in this limbo where they, again, put all their money they made during COVID time back into rebuying inventory for used stuff. And I think that they're stuck where they have all this inventory and they have all this money sitting there and they're just trying to dump it now, trying to get some money back. That's an $8,500 bicycle that they have on there. Probably $5,880. That's probably exactly what they paid for that bicycle. That's a brand new Ultegra DI 2 group set bike. So, I don't know. Is this going to solve the bicycle industry right now? Because I had a Black Friday sale today, and we did a pretty good job with it. I was actually really happy with those numbers. It was above 10 grand for sales for total. Almost above 15, which was great. I'm very fortunate to be where we're at. But I think we still have a very long way to go. I think there's still going to be a ton of dump offs. I think there's still going to be a race to the bottom. And there's still going to be more companies to come that are really struggling. I know that, again, we're very fortunate in our location. We're very fortunate for our building. But there are a ton of other retailers who are paying mass amounts of rent, paying higher priced employees, fighting against their own manufacturers for discount prices. It's very scary. It's very scary to be in retailers. And we have this crazy, extremely crazy high being in COVID, selling stuff, making money, insane high because even selling stuff is like really cool. And then going down to this extreme low of like this like couple months where it's like, damn, it's flat. Couple months of damn, it's flat. And I do think that there's still a little bit of time left to see who's able to huck it out and who's going to stick around. So we'll have to stick around to see what happens with the cycling industry. We'll pay close attention to these big name guys, what's going on. And hopefully we start to see some of these big name manufacturers start to reset their prices to go back to what it was before COVID time. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video.